Recently we did a 32 colorful bird video. Here we are again with 32 parasites video and with the same question: are they actually 32? If you still didn't press the subscription button, it is a ritual to our channel. Please perform that ritual. Starting this video and waiting for your comment that are they 32 in count? Parasitic diseases, which are passed on to people via parasites found in contaminated food, water, soil or bugs that bite humans, can be relatively uncommon in some parts of the world. In other regions, though, they can be absolutely devastating. Some parasites can cause illnesses that are temporary, but some trigger lifelong medical problems. Not all parasitic diseases are due to poor sanitation or poverty. You can be exposed to parasites regardless of your socioeconomic situation. Here are 32 parasites that can infect humans, including some well-known culprits and some you may not have heard of. American trypanosomiasis. Chagas disease, also known as American trypanosomiasis, is caused by the parasite Trypanosoma cruzi. It's common in rural areas of Latin America, and its range, overall, is confined to North and South America. Insects known as kissing bugs get the parasite from an infected animal or person and then pass the parasites in their feces. Kissing bugs tend to bite their victims on the face, then defecate on the bitten person or animal. If their feces gets into the body, as might happen if you were to scratch the wound, you could get infected. Though the initial symptoms include fever, headache or rash, Chagas disease can be a lifelong illness that results in cardiac and gastrointestinal problems. Bed bugs. Bed bugs are well-known parasitic insects that can damage furnishings with their staining poop and leave people itchy. But thankfully, these insects can't cause you lasting damage. Two species of the bugs, called Cymex hemipterus and Cymex lectularius, feed on humans and animals and are found across the globe. They can go months without a meal and still survive, which makes it easier for them to spread. Everyone's at risk of being bitten by bedbugs, especially if you travel. Bedbugs can cause itching, but they cannot spread disease like other parasites and don't pose a serious medical threat. You may notice their bodies in the folds of mattresses and sheets, or see rusty-colored spots from their feces. Although some people think having bedbugs indicates that a space isn't clean, that's not the case. Perhaps the biggest impact the bugs have is the costs that come with having to deep clean areas and replace bedding, including mattresses. Blastocystis. If you experience diarrhea, stomach pain, weight loss, itching around the anus, gas or constipation, it's possible you could be dealing with an infection caused by Blastocystis hominis. You can also carry this single-cell parasite and have no symptoms whatsoever. Experts aren't sure exactly how people get it. Poor sanitation, eating or drinking contaminated food or water, exposure to animals or being in daycare have been flagged as risk factors for infection. It's pretty common for people to carry the parasite in their intestines, and if they develop symptoms, they can be treated with medication. That said, you'll need to submit a stool sample to get an accurate diagnosis. The good news is that the illness will often go away on its own. Crabs, pubic lice. You may think of crabs as a sexually transmitted infection, because they most often pass from person to person during sex. But pubic lice don't cause infections. They're parasitic insects that feed on human blood and are typically found in the genital region, though they can pop up on other coarse hairs on your body. Pubic lice are more common in adults, as they spread largely through sexual contact. Sometimes the bugs are visible to the naked eye, though their main symptom is itching in the genital area. Treating them is fairly simple and effective, involving special shampoos and creams. After treatment, make sure to wash any bedding, clothing or towels in hot water. Crypto. Cryptosporidium is the parasite behind the diarrheal disease cryptosporidiosis, also called crypto. This parasite has an outer shell that protects it from chlorine disinfection and lets it survive for long periods of time. It can spread to people in a variety of ways, but drinking contaminated water is the most common. In fact, the parasite is the top cause of waterborne disease in people in the U.S. Immunocompromised people can be more vulnerable to the parasite and have more severe symptoms, including stomach cramps, watery diarrhea, fever, nausea and vomiting, which can last several weeks. Doctors diagnose crypto with a stool sample and typically don't have to treat it, although medication is available if needed. Dientomoeba fragilis. Dientomoeba fragilis is a parasite that infects the large intestine in humans, but it can't spread to other parts of your body. It's common around the world. Scientists aren't sure how people get D. fragilis, but suspect people typically accidentally swallow it. Some experts think that the eggs of a different parasite, called a pinworm, may help protect D. fragilis and enable it to spread. Symptoms include diarrhea, abdominal pain, weight loss, nausea, fatigue and not feeling hungry, although not everyone develops symptoms. Doctors diagnose the infection with stool samples, and may request multiple samples over a few days. Medicines can treat it. Diphyllobothriasis. The tapeworm Diphyllobothrium latum is the largest of its kind that can infect humans. The parasite can grow up to 30 feet, 9 meters, long, and can lead to intestinal obstruction and gallbladder disease. Most people don't have any symptoms, so doctors have to take a stool sample to look for eggs from or parts of the tapeworm. If you do have symptoms, they can include stomach discomfort, diarrhea, vomiting and weight loss. You can get the tapeworm by eating undercooked or raw fish. Freezing or cooking the fish will kill the parasite. Luckily, medications can treat this parasite. Lymphatic filariasis. This parasitic disease is caused by worms that live in the human lymphatic system, part of the immune system that helps rid the body of wastes and pathogens. It's spread via the bites of several mosquito species. It can cause lymphedema, or swelling, and notably, swelling of the scrotum, called elephantiasis. The parasite is most common in people in subtropical and tropical areas. Doctors diagnose it with a blood test. An annual dose of medicine can help treat the infection and prevent it from spreading in communities. However, it doesn't kill all the adult worms but does kill their smaller offspring. Even if the parasite is gone, you may still have effects from it. Giardiasis. Giardia is a tiny parasite that causes the diarrheal disease giardiasis. You can acquire it from surfaces, soil, food or water that's contaminated with the feces of infected people or animals. The infection is found worldwide. Some people have no symptoms while others have diarrhea, gas, greasy stools, stomach cramps, vomiting and dehydration within 1 to 2 weeks of infection. These symptoms can be the same in pets and humans. There's a low risk of getting this parasite from your dog or cat, though, because the type of Giardia that infects these pets is different from the type that infects humans. I hope you'll like this video and also press the subscribe button. See you in next video. Till then, ta-ta. Thanks for watching.